Stand by. Your mic is hot anytime
Welcome
you
back,
want.
everybody. My name is Tom Olsen. The name of the show is Olsen on Law every Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on News Talk WDBO. And we are broadcasting absolutely live from Spring Fiesta at Lake Eola this Saturday morning. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day outside. And as usual, 11:35 or so, we bring on Chrissy because I'm always talking about Chrissy, how you can text or call her anytime, 808-8398. So, Chrissy, always a nice opportunity for you to tell us what's going on out there in the hearts and minds of our listeners.
Well, first of all, Tom, it is great to be here in the midst of everything at Lake Eola with watching all these great people walk by and come up and talk to us, and they're excited to hear what you guys are doing, and so this is fun down here.
Well,
and a gorgeous day. It's
always fun as we go through the next week to have people say, hey, we heard you and Chrissy talking on the radio last week, because we're here usually in the studio, but today we're sitting under a tent. We don't know who's out there listening, but I want to tell a little bit of story about last week.
Please do.
Last Tuesday was the most beautiful day. We hop on the jet ski on my lake. We start jet skiing around Big Lake Fairview. I see my good friend George Liska sitting out on his dock.
Yes.
We pull a jet ski out up to his dock and we start talking with George, and George is there with his good friends PJ, Alexis, and Dennis, and
Exactly.
George, and we have the most wonderful conversation. And George, as I'm pulling up the dock, George is saying, I heard about Valentine's Day, and I really didn't quite know what he was talking about. He goes, well, I heard you talking about how you asked Chrissy to marry you on Valentine's Day.
Absolutely, yes. And so when, of course, as being the woman, I immediately knew what George said, okay? And I was behind you, and I was raising my arms, and I was like, yes, George, yes. And I was showing him the ring. And we were having this dialogue where you didn't even know what was going on yet.
It was really cool. So it is fun to know that though I do have good friends out there that are listening and they care about me, they care about this radio show, they care about us, and George was so thrilled that you and I are engaged, and that I told the story on the radio about how I asked you to marry me on Valentine's Day.
So happy for you. He has respected you for many years and was very happy for you to be so happy. And I just really think that it was really quite wonderful, because not just George, but his friends happened to be there too, and they were all listening.
Yes, and they want to tell us they want to have their own little radio show called Live from the Dock at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, live at 5 from the dock.
Yes. So there's some nice people, and so we will hook up with them again sometime. We're on the jet ski. But Chrissy, thanks for coming on the air. Thanks for talking to so many of our loyal listeners and our clients.
Thank you for having me. And keep on texting and calling.
You can call or text Chris anytime, 407-808-8398.